Ladies and gents, welcome to Reaction. This is new, as in new breaking news. F-35s deployed as Trump ramps up war on cartel drugs. Fox News, I guess, but same thing from CNN as well. Yeah. Shit just got real, son. Yeah, this okay, Maduro's like, yeah, okay, Maduro's recruiting people. Yeah. Maduro's fighting back. Send the boys. There you go. F-35s are involved. Last time US used stealth plane, it was to bomb Iran. Iran was bombed. That's it. That is the end of the sentence. No back and forth. How's this gonna go? Like last time I made this video, like somebody told me in the comments, that very awesome timing because we literally just sank a Venezuelan ship officially. And yeah, that happened. Since that shit has been happening, like it's amping up. Maduro's saying like, oh, look at that, like everybody just like take arms, like we are going to war. All the citizens are going to war against USA, which is like, that's stupid. That's not going to happen. But I think they're really like confusing that how hard Trump's going to go about this, because it's Trump. Why would he not go hard about this? So I don't think they want this. Like they should have found a way to back channel somehow rather than just like puffing the chest. It's not going to work against Trump. Trump's going to go all in. He doesn't care. And you can't fight USA. What are you talking about? Okay, let's see the details of what's happening here.
Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro rallying his 8 million citizens to fight the United States, claiming it's essential to their sovereignty. This comes as President Trump deploys stealth fighter jets to the Caribbean and puts the Maduro regime on notice.
That's the one, right?
And when I see boats coming in, like loaded up the other day with all sorts of drugs, probably fentanyl mostly, but all sorts of drugs, and we're going to take them out. And if people want to...
Okay, look, man, I don't know what's on those boats. But one thing I'm going to say, like I said in one of the videos, if fentanyl wasn't a thing, I don't think this would have been at the level it is right now. Fentanyl is really fucked up. It's at the fucked up where Khazazar had to make a video about like how bad that thing is. That's just bad. It doesn't even work for it's supposed to work. It's just negative. That's what that shit is. But the effect it has is such a strong, the obviously bad elements want that in every drug. That's the problem. Everything's laced with that. And that just, oh shit, this is too much. Because this kind of like epidemic has been happening for decades now. But not at the level it's happening because of fentanyl, right? So because of that shit, like US is going ape shit, like, we have to do something now. This is why all this shit is happening.
have fun going on the high seas or the low seas, they're going to be in trouble.
Let's bring in former acting DEA administrator under Trump, Derek Maltz, along with PragerU political commentator and Venezuelan political refugee, Franklin Camargo. Franklin, I'm going to start with you because you know Venezuela very well. You know the population. Let's talk about this militia that he claims he has. What kind of militia?
How old is he? He looks younger than me, man. Okay.
Is this, and how will they stand up to the U.S. Marines?
Yes, by using simple math, we know that there are not 8 million people willing to die for Nicolas Maduro in the narco-terrorist state. Before the refugee crisis, the Venezuelan population was around 30 million. 30 million Venezuelans in Venezuela. 15 years later, we know that around 25% of the population have escaped, have left the country. So in the last election, in July 2024, the elections that Maduro...
Did I just miss something? Did he just say that it used to be 30 million, now it's 8 million? What? What the fuck? You are kidding me. Okay, first of all, it's stupid to expect any country or any population, all of them to fight for something. Unless it's justified, I guess. This is probably not, this is not something like, oh yeah, we're gonna die fighting America. Nobody in their right mind would do that. So 8 million of them is not going to fight. That's just stupid. But even then, if the history is like this, like, come on, are you kidding me? Of course, I don't know what Maduro is thinking here. I don't know what his mentality is here.
Maduro stole, we know that he really got around 3 million votes. So are we saying that 3 million Venezuelans are willing to vote for him? Only 3 million, but 8 million Venezuelans are willing to die for him and for a narco.
This argument's stupid. Like, doesn't matter even if 3 million voted for. They didn't voted 3 million. Like, yeah, I'm gonna die for you. Vote. That wasn't the vote. So even then, like that, this This is a weird example.
terrorist regime. So by looking at the numbers, we know this is not real. Maduro is desperate, and he's desperate because he knows he's facing the most powerful country in the world.
Yeah, I think his
mean, that's
militia is
facts,
also
man.
very hungry these days. And even if you included those numbers, there's a lot of old people in there. They're the ones who couldn't leave the country as easily as some of the younger people. So this militia is a joke. And by the way, social media is having a lot of fun in Venezuela with the pictures of the militia.
Yes.
So let's move to Derek, because Derek, I'm seeing 10 F-35 fighter jets that have gone into Puerto Rico to assist the fleet of destroyers that are out there. We know there's 4,000 Marines. Tell me if I'm wrong as I assess this. This isn't just, we don't need this force just to stop the drugs and the ghost ships of oil going out. Clearly, that's stopping because of that presence, and they're not able to fund the regime the way they used to because of that. But it's also putting pressure on Maduro. But I think it may be a message to his inner circle as well, because doesn't that presence of the United States make
I'm pretty sure the party that Maduro has links, direct links to the drug people. So they have direct links to the official military, right? The sons, whatever they have direct links to the military of Venezuela itself. If that's the case, and knowing how drug empire can be like so big, yeah, 4,000 Marines kind of needed to fight cartel if you're going to use military and Marines to fight. So it's not like 4,000 just as a symbolism or just to show Maduro. No, you might need them. Let's not downplay how big cartels can get, right? We are not talking about here 400,000 Marines. That would be too much. 4,000, yeah, this is a decent number. 10 F-35s, I think that's an overkill. 10 F-35s against a proper, like decent military size country. If you just want to flex on them, even that I would say too much. Because unless you're top of the line, proper top of the line anti-air, systems, even then, like, you can't really target F-35. I don't think S-300s are going to target F-35. I'm just going to say that. So, yeah, this 10 F-35 is just like a complete, like mic drop shit. Like, what you going to do now type of shit. Well, what are they going to do against F-35s? Like, yeah, you can't do shit. Not to mention support of satellites and entire logistic team of United States.
make it easier for someone in his inner circle to take the $50 million reward and turn him in when American forces are right there ready to help receive him?
Rachel, you're right. Spot on. I mean, this president, the vice president, the secretary, Hegseth,
What are these photos, man?
secretary of war, I might add, have made it really clear they will use every tool on the table to keep the deadly drugs out of America, right? The top priority is to keep all Americans safe and secure. They're going to establish law and order, right? 20 years now, at least, Venezuela has been a command and control hub for global drug trafficking, not just in the United States. The leaders in the government of Venezuela have formed this deadly alliance, this dangerous alliance with the terrorists. So, of course, President Trump is brilliant in how he's putting the pressure on the entire regime. They're going to roll. He's going to be.
Yeah, okay, this is just going to talk about that. All right. Yeah, 10 F-35s are, as they read CNN title somehow, 10 F-35s have been sent to Puerto Rico and like to use in this case. The logistical element of the US military is what's scary part. How they're going to use these 10 F-35s, in which way, how intel's going to flow, how they're going to surgically target things. That's the scary part, not the equipment itself. A gun is a gun. Who uses it is the problem. So 10 F-35 is already scary, but how they're going to use it with the help of logistics, satellites, and many level of intelligence, you can't really fight USA. Venezuela can't fight USA. So I don't even know what's happening. The next few weeks going to be interesting, how this is going to play out. Everybody, someone Maduro can flex their chest when point blank Trump is saying, I'm going to attack you, which is put bounty on you. You need to do something else to backtrack or something, or try to calm down. If you're just going to flex, how is that going to work? How are you going to fight USA? That doesn't even make sense to me. How about those F-35s deploys as Trump ramps up war on cartel? That's on Fox News, I guess. Yeah, I specifically choose Fox News because people usually comment, oh, this is biased. Okay, now I'm watching from the other side. I'm pretty sure CNN has the same headline as well. This is a headline news. Why would that be different? But yeah, I'll see you next time.